Hey all, sorry for the gap between my last upload. I'm still trying to figure out a good schedule on which to upload my videos with. I have two videos all set to upload this month, this Sonic one and a Felix the Cat page. The Felix page will be uploaded later on, so look forward to that. The page I'm coloring this time is from Archie Comics 1997 Sonic the Hedgehog Super Sonic Special number 1. I've always wanted to own a page from the Super Sonic Special series, and was lucky enough to obtain this page recently. Even features the main Freedom Fighters and the Choatix team front and center. Now, when I began approaching this page, I first decided that I would try to emulate the kind of coloring style you would most likely see in the mid to late 90s. Back then, digital art was becoming more mainstream, as publishers looked to have their comic book created via digital workflow. However, at this point in time, there was still a learning curve, and as a result, a lot of comics done then have muddy colors, or are over-rendered, as colorists were still getting used to the technology. Some of them went a bit too wild with what they could do. Instead of thinking whether they should, they just did. So, with that in mind, instead of going for a more cel-shaded look, like you would normally see in kid-focused comics like this, I went for a more fleshed-out rendering approach. I did pull back on the rendering a bit, so it isn't completely over-rendered and still maintains some visual sense. Basically, I made sure not to go as heavy with the renders as one might have seen if it was colored this way in the mid-90s on a computer. When approaching a comic page, I try to adjust my coloring style to better match the look and feel of the art. In this case, I also tried to adjust the colors based on the time frame the page was originally drawn in. Speaking of art, the penciler for this page is Sam Maxwell, with Jim Amash providing inks. Jeff Powell lettered the comic from a script that is credited as having been written by Kent Taylor and Ken Penders. This was an interesting page to work on, as the original page has some yellowing due to age. Also, the lettering was done separate from the page. For lettering, instead of lettering on the page directly, a lot of letterers would draw out the word balloons and sound effects on a separate piece of paper. They would then cut out the balloons and text and proceed with pasting it all over the comic page containing the artwork. This Sonic page was made with this process, as the balloons are pasted on. In fact, some of the tails for the balloon are peeling off, as the glue holding it has weakened over time. I actually had to glue the text box in the bottom left back on as it had fallen off. Another interesting thing about this page is the underlying drawing. In the first panel where Sonic and company appear, it appears as if Rotor was considered to be included with the shot. He does appear in the last panel. However, in this first panel, Rotor is not present. However, what you don't see in the final image is the artist had actually drawn him in. The word balloon on the right side of the first panel is covering a lightly drawn Rotor. It is small things like this, getting to see the planning process and behind the scenes, that make collecting comic pages such a fun venture. I could probably go on for a while chatting about this page and other fun tidbits relating to creating a comic page, but I'd rather not overload you all and potentially bore you. So, I hope you all enjoy, and look forward to next time.